Welcome to my last days in Indonesia, and we're starting off going back to my tailor. We're doing another set of edits. Then I went to work at the cafe.
I stumbled upon this cafe on Google Maps. I really like the choice selection, but I like how they have these boxes. Let me show you. So this is like their tables. There's also like sofas. I like these boxes. They're cute and they're like for bags. I already put mine there.
So already the second video I'm showing you their reusable plastic straws. I love it. In the evening I again went to my tailor. It looked really creepy honestly, but ended up well. I'm alive. It was the final fitting. I didn't like it and we had to stay and do final edits, and here's the result. After that I went home and I've seen so many people just eating outside, like there's a lot of smoke from making food. I was on my way home. I used metro.
Information sign. That is a ticket. This is like for entry. This is for out. It cost me 9,000 rupiah, but I didn't want to pay with card. I just had like cash that I wanted to use, some extra cash. And the lady was like, she asked me if I have a card. I said like, no, I don't. And I was like annoyed with it. So she decided like to pay herself, but like when she chose the station that I needed, and I saw the price, it was like 9K. She like was trying to find like the change. And she was like putting out some of the like rupees. And after some point, she told me like, oh, 10,000 is okay. And I'm saying no, like that was like 9,000. I saw it like, and then like she went again through the same change she was like holding and gave me 1,000. So like she pretended basically that like, she is looking for change and she doesn't have it. Indonesians like are scammers, and it's like really big scammers. This is not the first time. With the taxi, they are always scamming, and a lot. So yeah, that's like must know. Yay, that's cute.
It was rush hour, so it took a little bit more time, but I was happy to see what it's like to use a metro. And after that I met up with my nomad friend and a couple of her friends, and we went to several clubs together in the evening.
Yeah. Wow, it looks dope. Wow, it looks so good.
And that was a lot of fun. Like definitely if you have a group of friends, that is a fun activity. I'm usually a solo traveler or a duo, so you know, not my regular type of activities, but you will see more of that as I think I changed my mind.
I will. Bye.
This was my last morning in Jakarta, and my plan was to try Murtabak as it was one of the staple dishes, so I had to go before my flight. So I'm going to airport, but I got my Murtabak. I'm so happy he made it for me earlier than like supposed to, and so quick. So I'm like so happy, and it smells so good. I gotta eat it on the way. I really got it. Oh no, I don't know. Chocolate and cheese. It was definitely a messy dish to eat. It took me some time. You can see by my face that it's so weird. Practically a cake. It's spongy and has different texture. The most popular flavor was chocolate and cheese. So I had to get that, and it was weird, but once you get into it, it's actually pretty yummy. Let me tell you a story of why I got denied in boarding. I didn't record anything in the process and after because I was devastated. But anyways, I was on my way to airport and everything was totally fine until my check-in. And they started checking my passport. To enter Mexico, I just needed e-permit, so I've handled them that. And then they started asking me like, oh, do you have like a Schengen visa? I'm saying like, no, why would I need it? There will be like a technical stop in Madrid, and like when I was buying the ticket there was no need for any visa. Like I was specifically researching that before buying it. Like I'm a pretty anxious person. At the end they were asking me several times like, are you sure? No, actually it requires. And I'm saying like, no, like I can show it to you that like it didn't require me or said anything about it. I've seen some ticket that said that I need a visa, and my anxiety just increased, doubled, tripled. Like it took around an hour having the conversation together and finding out that actually I did need visa for this technical stop, which I didn't know about. And they denied to check in me. They said like, oh, you can book another flight and everything. And I was really worried. I was so mad, so caught up and devastated in this situation without even being prepared for that. Actually, like, yeah, that was definitely out of the blue. I really did not like this airline approach to clients, because besides that fact, they did not mention that like, oh, go try to refund your ticket because like it's still not boarding time and like you have time to like request a refund. They told me that once the check-in was already about to finish and the boarding was like already started or like 5-10 minutes away. I'm so pissed because like it really mattered on the amount refunded to me. Like, so I got 70% the ticket price, which was like still good, and I was just too stressed to think about it. Like I was really trying to get on this flight and to prove them that like I really did not know that. If I knew, I would never bought it. Anyways, I had to urgently check for new flights, at the same time look for Airbnb so I don't sleep in airport, and at the end I was just like pretty devastated. I didn't want to speak, I didn't want to do anything. I was like crying, I was talking to my dad, to my friends, like trying to figure out. We had a whole argument, like, and one of my friends even told me that like they had something similar about the tech stop and they did not need a visa. Yeah, be careful out there. Like it's literally makes me quite emotional. Anyways, I quickly bought a ticket in about like 5 days from that situation, and I've spent all the time just working, swimming, walking a lot, meeting the same friends I met before. It took me a few days, but you can see I got better. I kept doing stuff and just recharging a lot, and yeah, I was just preparing again. I did nails for Halloween. It's like close to be my birthday, so it was together. I was visiting pretty cool coffee shops. Like this one was one of my favorites that I like, and they can roast the beans in front of you, freshly roasted beans to buy. And yeah, and I just waited this day till the day of my flight and my second try. You can see that I was nervous this day, and I still had a struggle with that again. Like they asked me for my documents, Mexican visa and then Korean. They exactly wanted that I print them out, so I had to run on the other side of the airport to do that. I did come right when the check-in started, so they let me in.
Everyone is in the line. You would never get that anywhere but with Korean Airlines, I guess.
So yeah, I just waited for my time to fly to Korea. Then I had like 3 to 5 hour layover. Still, I had issues on that flight as well. They called me out. They asked me again for the same documents. And yeah, and that was also not it. Once I landed, they kept me in airport. They were interrogating me. They were investigating me, asking me for all of this visa and permits. And they asked me about return flight. And the return flight for them was questionable and problematic. So we had several chats with police about my intentions and my past, like what's my next plan. And yeah, it was so stressful. I really cannot believe I had to go through that much stuff just to get to Mexico, where I didn't even need a visa unless you want to stay like longer than 6 months, which I didn't. But at the end, I arrived it and I was the happiest, because what the hell, like why wouldn't I? It took a lot of time. Looking forward to showing you what experiences I had in Mexico, and I did have lots of them. I was the happiest person those weeks. Looking forward, and bienvenidos a Mexico.